Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Friday, Fabulous Friday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And this reading today is going to be in 3 parts. So we're going to use cards to connect with you, your person, your journey. They've also given me some very powerful ascension symptoms that you or they may be experiencing right now. So I'm going to share them with you too. And also they've given me a channeled message to share with you. So some very powerful messages coming through today about what you need to know about this journey itself. So I'm going to start by shuffling the cards. So we're going to bring in my deck today, the Angel Guidance Tarot and Twin Flame Sign and Synchronicity Oracle. And I'm also going to bring in the beautiful Wings of Wisdom cards by Alana Fairchild. And then we're going to connect with the Ascension Symptoms, with my deck, the Ascension Journey, the Oracle. And then I'm going to bring you this channel message in. So let's start by shuffling, because every day I'm shuffling. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So what's the energy this day around you? What's the energy around you? Look at this. Wow. And I love how before I even do anything, you've got the bee there as well. And the bee is about miracles. So huge sign of a miracle coming into your connection right now. What's the guidance around them straight out? And what's the guidance around the journey today? What's the guidance around the journey today? So take the label away and connect with you, them, and the journey. Or if you're tapping in, you're thinking, I'm definitely the feminine. This is going to be the reading for you. You and your masculine will be them. If you feel you're the masculine, it's more likely that you're going to connect with your energy for this here. You know, if you're thinking, I want to know what I need to do, what I'm going through, connect with the energy for them, for you, okay? So what's the energy for you? Or take it however it resonates with you, however. So what's the guidance for you today? Too many cards. I want clear card. Clear card, please, angels. It's a huge deck. There we go. 2 cards. What's the energy around them today? I feel it's that one. And the energy around the journey. Wow. The energy around the journey. Okay, I want a clearer card than that, please, angels. There we go. Just waiting for them moving into my hand. But we've definitely got the bee coming through, so I'm going to take that as well. That bee wants to come out. And the bee is a symbol of that miracle. And it's about belief. It says sweet reward, productivity. So definitely something is being produced right now from what's happening. So what's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you today? And what's the energy around them today? The energy around them today and the energy around the journey itself. Now, on this journey, we go through physical things because we are physical beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, yet we are physical beings too. We have a human side and a spiritual side, and we are spirit and body. So when we're going through things in our emotions, our emotional mind, our emotions, when we're feeling stressed or triggered or we're going through things, it will take a toll on the physical self. When we're worrying about things or stressing about things, and you both go through it. You go through it, your twin goes through it. So you may be experiencing these ascension symptoms today, or maybe you've had them in the past and you're wondering why, or maybe they start rearing up as we move into the weekend. But the first one is hands and arms and fingers. So if you've had any issues lately, or you start having them with your hands and your fingers, even your arms, but I feel it's more hands and fingers, there's a reason why. Okay, first of all, hands are how we feel. We touch with our hands. We do things with our hands. Our hands are energy. And if you're connecting more with your psychic self, you are channeling more energy into your hands. So you may feel like your hands are going hot or cold more, or you're feeling this energy there. And that's also because you're going through an upgrade and a shift, preparing for your mission and purpose. But also, we go through issues with hands when we want to feel each other. Your person wants to touch you and feel you and, touch your body and feel your energy around them. So when they can't do that, they feel frustrated and it creates a problem. If you want to reach out to them and touch them and you can't do that, maybe you're blocked or they're ghosting you. Remember, it's processing. And we're going to talk about that in a minute as well. But you'll also feel like you can't do what you want to do. So the problems with the hands come when we want to feel. So problems arise when feelings are repressed and we feel unable to give or reach out. So give back to yourself at this time, and massage will help. So even massaging your hands will help. Now, a lot of us are dealing with really cold weather, or maybe you're dealing with the extremes. There's been fires and there's been a lot of craziness going on in the world. So I feel it's either really cold weather or really warm weather. So it can affect your hands, it can affect your body. But if you're affected by cold weather, you may find that your hands are very dry or they've been bleeding. When I get cold hands in the winter, because I also suffer with white finger, when you get Raynaud's, when your fingers go numb and it's not nice, my hands will bleed because of the cold. They get very dry and, very rough and have to put cream on and stuff. But sometimes even hand cream can be very painful to put on. It can cause itching and burning. And, burning has been a thing. We've been talking about burning in the mouth and burning in the esophagus, in this area here, and burning in the lower regions. So if you've been having any of that, don't be surprised if you get burning hands, or you start feeling burning energy, or you go around fires, or you're connecting with that, because it's the passion as well. It's the need to touch, the need to taste, the need to experience other in that powerful physical way. So when you can't do that, it affects things. So if you find that like your hands are bleeding, it's because you are wanting them so badly and you're feeling how much they want you. Now, if you're not experiencing that, but you're having issues with your fingers represent many different aspects of our lives. And what they're giving me especially is issues with the ring finger. Especially if you're dealing with your person and they are married, or they're in a situation with someone else, there's a third party, or they have some kind of obligation. This could even be like married to a cause, or married to a church, or married to a belief system. And if they are releasing those belief systems, or they're releasing those karmic energies, or they're releasing those obligations, you're going to have issues with your ring finger. Because it's about hiding what the truth is, wearing a mask in a relationship or a situation. So it says represents many different aspects of our lives and how we feel about them. So if your person is really feeling guilty about their karmic relationship or wanting to change it, they're going to have issues with the ring finger. And it goes for any finger. It's not necessarily just the ring finger, but that's what they're giving me today. Maybe you're having issues with this finger and it's because you want to stick your fingers up at the world or other things. We had thumbs coming up not long ago, which is connected with the mind and the way we work things out. It says address areas that feel wrong or off balance to heal cuts, knocks or abrasions. So if you've got any cuts, knocks or abrasions on your ring finger, that's the reason why. But they're giving me hands as well. And this can be the itchy palms and other things happen, or you bang your hands, or your hands are bleeding through the cold weather or whatever it is. That's the reason why. So the first Ascension Symptoms they're giving me is to do with hands and fingers. The next one they're giving me is diarrhea. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be having absolute diarrhea where it's just debilitating, but you may have loose stools or something may not be right there because there's a releasing going on. And this is also connected with releasing karmic situations, releasing fear-based energies, releasing programming and conditioning. When we release toxins and negative beliefs or purge away psychic attack, maybe you feel like you've been attacked psychically by a karmic partner or by a family member or a friend, someone who may be sending negativity to you. Maybe they're not even realizing they're doing it, but remember, it comes out to you as psychic attack. So if you're not shielding yourself properly, it's going to absorb in the body. But don't be worried, because the angels can cleanse you. But it's also about releasing fears of abandonment or the need to forgive a betrayal, letting go of the past, letting go of what needs to go, releasing. So for example, say if you take something into your body that doesn't serve you, it's going to come out somewhere. That's why when we get things like food poisoning, even though there's always a spiritual reason behind everything anyway, it's going to cleanse your body. So I feel this is more a cleansing of the body to get ready for the next step. Just like you've been cleansing your space and cleansing your environment, maybe you've been clearing clutter. It's another way we're being purged and released before we get to the wood snake. So there's a big cleansing going on. The other thing you may be experiencing is stomach, especially if you've been experiencing diarrhea, but I don't feel the two are linked. It's not necessarily like you're going to have diarrhea or loose stools and stomach cramps or stomach issues. They may not be linked. Now, the stomach is also connected with processing and digesting. So maybe you've said something to your person and they are digesting their information. They give me fear. So it's digesting fear. And they definitely want to look at what you've said and analyse it, but it may bring up fear. Even if they've got their own feelings about what they want to do, they definitely know where they want to be and what they need to change. It's still going to bring up fear. So they're going to be gripped by pain. and struggle. So stomach cramps, for example, we've got stomach cramps and stomach. Stomach cramps is when we're digesting information you may not like. Now, they may really like what the messages you've sent or what they need to do, but they don't like the fear of change, or they don't like stepping out of the comfort zone, and that creates a fear, and that's information they don't like. So they need to release fear and struggle in exchange for peace. Acceptance will settle the stomach. Accepting things. And that's really where they are. So if they're having stomach cramps, that's why. And stomach is connected with fear-based struggle that causes pain. They need to trust the gut instinct and the intuition and believe in what is intuitively known, to go with the flow instead of trying to hold on to what no longer serves. And this can also cause the other issue they're giving me, which again are all linked. We've got vertigo, which is dizziness, feeling nauseous, feeling uneasy, eye issues, neck issues, and pressure in the head. So vertigo is nausea and dizziness caused by sudden change, movement, and lack of direction. So they may feel like they've got no direction right now. You may feel that way because you may feel uncertain about the future. Breathe and center yourself to gain clarity and peace. So breathe in peace. And if you're having eye issues, it's because you're not liking what you're seeing around you in the physical world. So choose to see things with the eyes of love, not fear, and face what needs to be changed to bring beauty back into your life. You may also find you're being affected by bright lights, flashing lights, things that you may have been able to tolerate at one time, you can't tolerate now. For example, maybe there's strobe lighting and you've been fine with it, but now you don't like it anymore. It's part of your spiritual journey and your awakening. If you're having neck pain, it's because there's a change in patterns. So if they feel stuck in a situation and they are releasing everything they need to release, and they are really looking at it in a higher way now and coming up with solutions and a plan, they're going to have neck pain because they are moving out of old ways of thinking and old patterns of behaviour. It says the pain is a sign of the change that's taking place, replacing stuck thinking with a new plan, becoming flexible and adaptable to change. And that can also bring in head pressure, headaches, because they feel pressured by their own self. And you're picking up on all of this. So head pressure is caused by inner noise, too much going on at once, and also the need to do things quickly. So slow down, sit down, gain clarity and calm through quiet time and isolation. That's why the silence assists the journey, because they then have time to do that. So if you're experiencing any of them ascension symptoms, you know why. Now, they've also given me a channel message, and I've put it on the phone because, it came through very clearly. I wanted to share it. I'm also going to share it on the channel. Okay, so I'm going to share it on the community post today. If you're wondering what the purpose is of being a twin flame, or maybe you're thinking, what is this journey for? Is it all worth it? It's a journey back to the self, as you know, but it's also about needing to choose the self. So the DM's purpose, the divine masculine, your person, if you're connecting with them in that energy, is to choose themselves, to face the truth and act upon it with faith. Faith that what they are going towards, which is you, is dream fulfillment, and much better than anything being left behind, especially if they're dealing with karmic relationships or struggles and fears. Remember, it's never a choice between you and someone else or you and something else. It's always that they need to choose themselves, put their own needs first, their own happiness first, instead of sacrificing that for other people or for obligations or responsibility. And when they do that and choose themselves, they automatically choose you because you are one. The tower falls to be built back in a new way as the Four of Wands, with blessings for the highest good of all. The DM can then promise the divine feminine, that's you, communication and union, knowing the sacrifice is worth it. This is where they currently are. So if you're wondering what they're going through, that's what they're going through. Now for you, the divine feminine, that's you, if you're watching, resonating with this energy, your job is to trust, to focus on service. So it's to trust. So it's also to get back to yourself, to choose yourself, to overcome blocks, especially during the delays and the quiet times, to trust in God's plan, to trust in the love, to trust in what you feel, and to trust in what your connection is with the higher power and your twin to find their way. So your job is to trust, to focus on service, and that may be giving and receiving. It may be being your best version. It may be working in mission and purpose and sharing your love and light with the world as a light worker. But to trust the masculine to do what they need to do. The divine feminine learns to find faith in God through this process. The divine feminine is there to love and support the divine masculine. That means not to blame them or judge them or shout at them or say how bad they are, to love and support the divine masculine and to promise the divine masculine loyalty and love, knowing that union is worth the wait, because it is. This is where you currently are. You're being guided to surrender and have faith. Twin flames in union heal each other, which also heals the world and completes mission. And it opens the doors for adventure, success, and a thriving life together in service and higher truth. That's the truth. That's why you come. That's where you currently are. And I feel that's why the bees come through today. So let's read the bee and then we'll connect with the cards as well. So the bee says, belief, sweet reward, productivity. So everything you're doing right now will lead to sweet rewards. And the bee is a symbol of a miracle coming in, a miracle in your journey, a miracle in your life, a miracle in communication. But you must believe. So affirm, with focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. So everything you're doing will benefit many beings because that's why you come to earth. It says, believe. Leave. So believe. So whenever you see the word believe, it's a bee coming through saying if you believe, you're going to receive a reward, a sweet reward, a miracle. Believe in yourself. That's why we have the 111. And we've just had the 111 portal not long ago. So if you're seeing 111 as a number sequence, a master sequence, that's a sign to believe. I remember once I went to see someone, I can't remember who it was. It was like at the O2 Arena, but I think it was when I went to see Neil Diamond. But I went on my own. And I went there and there was it was Jesus Christ Superstar. I was thinking, it wasn't Neil Diamond. It was when I went to see Jesus Christ Superstar. Get it right, Liz. And I went on my own and I was sitting in 111, the section 111. And, you book things you don't realise, do you? And they got this huge 111. And I just remember thinking, wow, believe. And, little story for you. I went on my own. When I went to see that, and I sat next to this amazing couple and I got talking to them. And he disappeared and come back with a T-shirt for me and his missus. So it shows how, love is given to you. And, it was during that performance as well when I went to the loo at half time. I went to the ladies' room at half time. And there's hundreds of toilets there. There's many, many cubicles in those toilet blocks. And I went into a particular toilet and there was a big heart on the wall, in the toilet on the door. And it said, you are loved. And I was like, thank you. The way it was shown. So you get shown all these signs, remember. So believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realise. You are capable of handling this amazing journey. You can do it. Take your interests and passion seriously so you can commit time and energy to their development and their expression. And they give me the word compassion, so have compassion for yourself. When you live as your true self, your authentic self, doing work that has meaning for you, you are helping many more beings than you realise. Why? Because everything has a ripple effect. So if you smile at someone, maybe you just uplift their vibration enough to smile at someone else. And then it's a ripple effect. Or if you're kind to someone, they're going to be kind to someone else. If you help someone, they're going to help someone else. It's going to have a ripple effect. It says your inner light has a positively contagious effect. And that's why you attract good things in when you're operating in your highest light. You become magnetic. When you're positive, people are drawn to you. People flock to you. People want to tell you what's going on in their lives. And that's why people tell you their problems. And you're thinking, why? It's because you're this positive light. Do not be afraid to work hard, but also make time to enjoy your life. You light up the lives of those around you, so let yourself shine. There is a destiny for you and a destined need for what you have to offer. So everything you're doing has purpose. So if you're seeing the bee, it's reminding you that you are like a bee. Bees have a purpose here. Bees pollinate flowers and contribute to such an amazing thing, and you do the same. And if you feel like, it's hard work, bees work hard too, but you get the rewards you need. You create the honey, and you do. You're the sweetness. So the energy around you, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So this is reminding you, if you feel like your person is distant, they still love you, even if they are quiet. They still love you. Nothing's changed. So remember your power as the Queen of Pentacles here. Be strong. Remember your own independence. Work on you. You need to plan the next steps and find a solution. You may feel more focused in isolation. This is why they're quiet, because they are focused in the isolation, working things out, making a plan, working out what the next steps are and finding a solution. That's what they are working on. So don't get triggered by their silence or their quietness. Enjoy your independence and freedom instead. You are a true inspiration to others because you stand out from the crowd. You don't rely on anyone for anything. However, you can rely on the angels, and you know this. This is why you are a success. So whenever they are quiet, don't get triggered and sit around and get angry. Get inspired by your own power and your own light. And look at this. We've got Flying Fox and we've got Garuda. Now, before I do that, we've got Cleanse Your Space. Look at this. Cleanse yourself in your space. Now, that's what I've spoke about, especially because if you're going through these Ascension Symptoms. So release these Ascension Symptoms through breath work, through knowing you're safe, through cleansing your chakra system, clearing the clutter, and preparing for what's to come. So the Garuda is saying, it says generosity, spirit warrior, higher love. And you know that. You know you are a part of this higher love. You are very generous. You are a warrior. You are strong. You are connected with spirit and source. Affirm, my warrior spirit courageously and lovingly protects what matters most to my soul. And what matters most to your soul is your person and your connection with God and your journey here on planet Earth. You have what it takes to surmount the challenges on your path whilst growing in love, wisdom and strength. So remember, everything you go through, all the challenges bring in wisdom, love and strength. You can protect others by being an example of love, to live from the heart with courage. So you're also an example. Remember, you're this light worker, this honeybee or this queen bee, but you are there to help others to see the truth, to gain their own courage through you being an example of that. And the masculines get courage through seeing you living your authentic life, living in the light and doing you your way. They aspire to be like you. The divine wishes to bring you a blessing of love, money, abundance and spiritual growth. So if you're worrying about money or you're stressing over anything at work, or this is a big sign of prosperity on the way. Trust the brave wisdom within you, and it understands what you need to do to be able to receive these blessings. Boldly rise above any negativity, any fear in those areas with faith that the universe knows what you need and will provide. So cleanse your space and trust the universe will provide. And that goes for your person coming to you at the right time. That's why I got the Flying Fox. Fox is connected with solutions and decisions, and that's what they are doing. They are finding their way through solutions and decisions. It says, overcoming darkness, rebirth, resolving the past. Affirmation. I am a wise and courageous soul, renewed and reborn. Isn't that beautiful? And I feel if you affirm that, I am renewed and reborn. I am wise and courageous. It's going to eradicate all of these Ascension Symptoms, because you're going to feel in your power and you're going to rise above the negatives and the stress. Trust the process of change in your life, especially if you've seen dragonflies or 555 or butterflies. Some parts of your life will come to an end so new chapters can begin. And this is also about karmic endings. Releasing things that no longer serve you, cleansing your space. Getting rid of a job that's just weighing you down or burdening you. People around you who are being negative or constantly gossiping or involved in drama. Even if the way forward is unclear, you will find your way. Archangel Michael is with you, giving you strength to move forward fearlessly. Archangel Uriel is illuminating your way. Do not try to hold on or remain in control. And that's the feminine's lesson, remember. To let go of control, to surrender, to be at peace. Surrender into the greater power that's guiding your destiny. So your destiny is being guided by angels. So have faith in that destiny. God knows what he's doing. Trust in his plan. You have an ability to support others through dark times. So when your masculine is struggling, you shine your light. When you're working your light in your mission and purpose, you help others to see the way forward. So if someone's struggling in the comments section, for example, going through something you've just overcome, help them out with a word of advice or be there for them, because it helps people to see the truth. If you feel deeply challenged or afraid, know that everything that's happening is supporting you. It's supporting a beautiful transformation for your higher purpose. You have the capacity for genuine transformation. So you're going through a genuine transformation, as are they. because you are one and great things are happening. The energy around them today, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So you're being reminded they're still growing up spiritually. They're still learning lessons. That's why they're doing it their way. Look at this. Believe. Amazing. We've just had this come out about the 111. I've just shared the story about me going to the O2 with the 111. So they are asking you to believe. They are starting to believe. And they are starting to believe in themselves that they can put their own needs first now, instead of sacrificing their own happiness and ending up in pain. We constantly evolve, learn and grow on this journey of life. This is a time of deep spiritual growth and learning for them. Mistakes will be made, but they are just lessons in disguise to grow the soul and make you stronger. Have patience with yourself and others at this time. So it's so important at this time you have patience with them, have compassion for what they're going through, instead of judging them or blaming them for mistakes they may make. Because mistakes are lessons. And we've got the flying fish around them. I love we've got the flying fish, the flying fox, because flying is about movement. And it's about change and transformation. They want to take a leap of faith to you. They want to explore their journey now. They want to let go of fear and struggle and anything holding them back. They can affirm, I take my leap of faith with freedom and grace. They want to be free to be with you in a graceful way, to be able to love you the right way. Trust that you will know the right moment to take your leap of faith. So you have to trust that they know when the right moment is to end that situation or reach out to you or do what they need to do because they want to do it. They're in this energy of the Fool, taking a chance, a new beginning. When your intuition guides them to take a leap, do not hesitate or doubt. So they know what they need to do. When their intuition is speaking to them, they are being guided to take that leap. Now, hopefully they'll take it in that moment. But if they don't, if they make a mistake and they don't do it in that moment, there'll be another opportunity. So it's not lost. It's not over. It's just beginning. So to remember, if you think they made a mistake by not doing that then or doing this then, they know. Okay, but they weren't ready, and they will take that leap at the right time. So don't judge them. Mistakes are lessons. You have what it takes, Divine Masculine, to successfully overcome any challenge or distraction and fulfill your life purpose. Open yourself up to new adventures and explore new worlds. This is what I just spoke about when I did that channeling before I even pulled the cards. They are being guided to know that whatever they are moving towards is their dream fulfillment. It will be much better than anything that's left behind. And when you're in union together, they give me fear. When all that fear's gone, you'll be exploring the world, thriving, going on adventures. Says your instincts will protect you from negative influences. So they're also going to be protected from karmic partners saying don't go, or causing problems or drama or issues at work or financial fear, anything they're going through, anything that's trying to stop them from making that move. They are being protected from that. Do not be reluctant to let go and take a leap of faith. Have confidence in yourself and in spirit. So they are being guided to have confidence. It reminds me of the film Sound of Music, when Maria is going towards she leaves the convent and she goes to the Von Trapp family and she's singing, I have confidence in confidence alone. She's scared to death of making this leap of faith, of going there, of what will happen. And she ends up falling in love and having, a wonderful experience, but she's so afraid. But she does it anyway because she says, I have confidence in confidence alone. And we have to have confidence in God. God will armour you up for what's next. So the masculines are being armoured up for what's next. You have to believe, and so are they. They're starting to believe in themselves. The energy around the journey then today, all paths lead home. Look at this. Choose the path of peace. All paths lead home. So it doesn't matter what's going on with them. All paths lead home. We've got the 2 of Wands. This is about vision. Ace of Cups, vision of being in a relationship with you. 4 of Cups. Let go of the fear of it all. So focus on the blessings. If you're bored, it's a sign you've lost track of yourself. So when they're in their situation, they're bored, they're living a half life. They know they want a whole life with you. So choose activities that excite the soul. So they may well distract themselves with things that they like to do. Activities, could be sports, it could be going on an outing, it could be doing other things, it could be decorating or DIY, but they were only masking a problem that's bigger than what they're doing. Their truth is they belong with you. When they're with you, they're not going to be bored. They're not going to need to distract themselves because you're their ultimate truth. So hold your vision, focus on what you desire with unwavering faith, and it will manifest. You have to believe. Set your intentions, but make today your goal. So a great way of doing it is this. Start writing a gratitude journal and have 2 pages. I spoke about this on a live not long ago. Have 2 pages when you're doing it. You're going to go between one and the other, one and the other, one and the other. So you start writing down things in the present tense. So you might think, I love being with my person. I love the way they make me feel. I love this and this and this. So you write that down. And that's truth. I love that. Maybe you want the relationship, but your ego is saying, well, you're not in that relationship yet. But if you're saying all the good stuff about them, which is true, and then you go over to the other page and say, I'm so grateful. I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship, that we are living together, that we are having our best life together. Because you're already in a high vibration when you go to that page and say that, you start manifesting it, because it's the feeling that's doing it. And you can do it in every area of your life. So, for example, you want a specific career, say, I love what I do. I love this about me. I love the talents I have. And you start building yourself up in that way and saying thank you for the things you've got now. And then you're saying, I love the job that I do that brings me success. And then you start manifesting it that way. So you start manifesting through your feelings and emotions and your high vibration, and that brings things in. So a new relationship is about to begin. And this is about the connection with you and your person. I definitely feel this is all shifting and happening between now and June. Some of you it's going to happen today, tomorrow, the next day. Others it's going to take a longer period of time to manifest. But you're definitely wanting the same things and on the same page and on the way back to each other. The most important relationship is always with yourself and always with Source, God, the higher power, the universe, because that's where your power comes from. And look at this, we've got the flamingo, which is all about balance and understanding, authenticity, nourishment, individuality. So as long as you're being you, everything is manifesting. Affirm my beauty is unique and inspirational. And that makes you a light worker. That makes you their divine being. That makes you special. That makes you stand out from anyone else in their life, because there's no one like you. Give yourself permission to find your own way to live. And this is also you trusting that they are going to find their own way to you. You can't force them. You can't make them do it. You've got to trust them to do it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. You have to have faith that the horse will do what it knows intuitively and instinctively it needs to do for its highest good, which is drink that water before it dies. You know, because we can die in certain situations. When I say die, I don't mean actually end life. I mean, we feel like life is over. There's a difference between living and living. Living can mean eat, sleep, repeat patterns, living a half life. Living is thriving, living a life that's filled with passion and joy and adventure and excitement, waking up every day and you can't wait to get out of bed to experience life. That's how your union is going to be, and that's why it's worth waiting for. So give yourself and them permission to find your own way and their own way to each other, because all paths lead home. If you do not feel like you can be your authentic self, check what influences you have allowed into your mind and your life. So if you're thinking, I can't be the real me because of this, this, and this, let go of this, this, and this. And that's really where they are. Most of you are living your authentic truth right now. If you are in a karmic situation yourself, you know what you need to do. If you are living a life around negatives or gossiping people or drama, you know what you need to do. If you're in a job you hate, you know what you need to do. It's time to make a change. And they know what they need to change. Do you need to change your spiritual diet in some way so you are taking in more physical emotion and more physical, emotional or mental nourishment? So this is also about doing more spiritual practices like gratitude, like self-care, like meditation or breath work, like going outdoors into nature. There's many, many things you can do to feel at peace. Don't be afraid to show your true colours. When you allow the real you to be seen, others will be able to recognise your beauty and grace, because that's when you shine like the bee. Don't hide yourself or deny yourself what you need to flourish, including a wild and free heart. So if the masculines have been denying themselves of you and they've been hiding that part of themselves, they know now that they don't want to do that anymore, because they're being guided to choose themselves, because that's why we come. We come here to choose the self and source. We come here to live a life that's filled with faith and power. And anything that knocks us off that path is always released because all paths lead home. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.